this is kind of silly to me.
He cannot outrun.
No, ain't gonna outrun no tidal wave like that.
Rushing water.
That shit like from Day After Tomorrow where the dude outran the cold air.
Well, not just that, but no, it is that. And the same thing that like the doors aren't even closed all the way, and the water's there, and the water went. All right, you won this one.
What's his name? Jake Gyllenhaal.
Ran the air.
And looked at. You saw the point of view of the air trying to get his ass. So this is going to be kind of a loose discussion. I didn't prep a lot, but I got a lot of ideas about this. I got a lot of opinions about this. So let's go ahead and just pick up from where we left off with our discussions of Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's a man on the run, can't live up to his code of saving people. Got people who are dying because of him, because he can't speak up, because people are looking for him. The Inquisitors. A lot of people have been positive about this and said, I still don't know how you're going to do this in 6 episodes, but so far so good. I know I've been giving these matinees, except for the last one. I gave that one a full price, and Martin, you have been enjoying every one of them, I think.
Yeah, but the first 2 were, they kind of a slow burn, but I've been enjoying all of them, all 3, and especially the third one.
And the reason why I enjoyed it, it was all because of Darth Vader mostly. Mm-hmm. I just thought they did a great job of introducing Darth Vader soon and introducing him effectively. They showed him in a way that made me hate Darth Vader like I never had before, and that is a good thing. That's a good thing. People just peeking out their window. You're like, what the
Exactly.
Just dragging people. Feet dangling.
You want to see, huh?
Yeah. Bring your nose ass in.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you something.
Yeah. You should have went back. Yeah. You should have went back in your room. Mind your own goddamn business. I mean, you want to see this? Okay, I'm sorry. No, I'm too late for that shit.
You in it now?
Yeah, we're past that.
I know nothing. I want to say that. I know you're gonna say shit. But the reason why I love that, because people trying to fight that so bad, he was trying to hang on by his toes.
Sure was,
He said, God damn it. Man, them toes were his last hope.
Imagine you did that too.
And I love it too, because that was not a heroic thing. And I'm not even making a joke. I mean, we're gonna laugh about this, but that wasn't a heroic thing. Like he wasn't standing back to protect more people. He was like, that.
Yeah, for real.
Shit, I didn't know he came back as that.
I didn't know he could do all that shit.
Let me sit
that is him in there, right?
He dragging people through windows. Let me hide behind these blinds and shut the up. Shit, ain't gonna be me. I work too hard to keep hitting right now just to be dragged out a window.
Because the classic hero, especially the classic Western hero, would step out. All right, that's about enough of that.
Yeah.
You got a problem with me. You fight me. He like,
He closed them Venetian blinds.
Yeah. Shit, he talking about I work too goddamn hard to stay safe, just to at the end get my ass pulled out in front of a window and dangling in the sky, looking like I'm being given an air wedgie and shit.
What you come out here for?
Even he was like, shit.
I was gonna come out, but I didn't know
that motherfucker ran another room and hid under the bed. He's still out there.
Like, what's our next move? Get your fucking ass off me.
He ran to that stranger's bed.
A Jedi, he not here.
Yeah. Oh no, Ben Kenobi, no, Kenobi, no. But man, yeah. Okay, so that is why I love that, and I said, this is cool because what they're doing is they're building character with Darth Vader, and they built that quick in that episode. They're showing that Obi-Wan feels vulnerable to this guy, man. Like, I love that he was looking scared. You know, he really did not know what he created here, and this monster. And this guy, he didn't know how evil he was. You know, the last time he saw him, he was burning up on in a volcano, in a pit of, a pool of lava.
Yeah.
He's like, God damn, I thought that fool was dead.
Right. Yeah, he's like, man, I fucked him up good, didn't I?
And the thing is, he's like, he thought he was dead. The last thing he saw was his body charred. He's like, shit, he is pissed off right now.
At me.
Yeah, he's killing people who ain't got nothing to do with this.
And he got it right to
If he did that to him, what's he gonna do to me?
Yeah. Shit, last time I saw there, I was about to put barbecue sauce on it. Now he's like, God damn. A lot of great, a lot of great things that they did within 40 minutes that was strong, which is why I am completely disappointed with this episode right here. I do not like this episode,
really?
man. No, I don't. I don't like it at all.
Okay, we had this discussion while you were in the other room.
Really?
Yeah, because you know how much I've been liking this show.
Yeah.
And I thought this episode sucked.
This episode sucks ass, if you ask me. And I'm going to tell you why, because, and this is what, they're doing it again, y'all. They're doing it again. Now, you got 6 episodes.
Yeah.
You got 6 episodes to get your shit done, which is not a lot. And you going to put filler?
Yeah.
And this is a filler episode. And the reason why it's a filler episode, we just saw this. We just saw this with The Mandalorian. This is why I didn't like. This is why I don't like these kid or child escort plots, because in The Mandalorian, I forgot which episode it was, but they did the exact episode rescuing Baby Yoda, Grogu. It was a rescue mission that was almost exactly like this. And if you don't know, which you're watching this, you should. They pretty much, and I even let this go, but they replaced Grogu with a young Princess Leia. And again, they're escorting the kid to somewhere, some safety, and I let it go, but I don't like that because it's clear that they're just trying to force this kid in here to have the young people relate to something. And but for Obi-Wan, it made sense and it was working.
Sure.
We already know that there's a relationship that we need to know is established. Why? How does she know Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Right.
Why is she calling him? What was the previous relationship that made her rely on him? So that's story that we need to fill, which is why I don't mind that. But what they're doing right here, another rescue mission. The reason why I don't like that is because what was so strong about this is that we saw Obi-Wan as a broken man, and there was always a reflection of that, development on that, somehow showing that. And this had nothing to do with that, this episode. Nothing at all. No development on that at all. And you got 2 more episodes and we filling it with a rescue mission? And this episode just brought all the weak parts out of it here, man. All the weak parts. First of all, they still have 40 minutes to go. So they getting out of scraps and scrapes just too easy.
Yeah.
So in this episode, they had that girl from Game of Thrones who is, she works
she's
for
also on Luther.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's where I first saw her.
She works for the Empire. And if you've been watching the show, she's, she works for the Empire, but she believes in the rebellion. So, in her after hours or her time off, she's doing overtime.
She's a double agent.
She's a double agent, man.
That's the perfect way to say, like a little off hours, a little overtime.
Yeah, she just-
punches in and gets there.
Yeah, she, that's almost like a hobby to her, working for the rebellion.
They do that a lot in these, but okay.
She was introduced in the last episode. It was a surprise. She stepped off this platform, and we thought, oh, shit, here come these Empire pricks here. And then she ended up being, someone that saved the day. So she's finally been, like I said, we got just a little bit of time to get things going. So, of course, she's discovered. First of all, we just talked about this a little earlier. I don't like the way that they did her being discovered, man. Because we just talked about, we were talking about Jurassic World, how when these people get caught, they pull that thing, do you know who I am? Do you really want to go back and tell your boss that you turned me down?
Right, yeah.
He's like, well,
okay. All right, go ahead through.
Well, I fucked up last week like that. No, come on through. Yeah, and it's it's lazy writing now. It's something that we always see. And we saw this here. Today, anybody would have said, ma'am, sir, what? And it was interesting they called her sir in this.
That's what you do in the military.
You know what? I still need to check your credentials.
Right.
I've been trained.
Yes, I apologize. This could be a test for all I know.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, he looked back at her like he like, this bitch lying.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Well, it's that look when the credit card comes back and you run it and it's declined.
Yeah.
Ma'am. and that's after you ate all the food.
You already spent the money.
No, I'm sure. Yeah, run it again. I ran it 3 times already.
Yeah, she getting ready to wash dishes now.
Yeah.
I am the lead security on this level.
Then I'm your commanding officer, and you will address me as Sir.
Yes, sir, of course, but...
Perhaps I should just inform the Grand Inquisitor of your insolence.
That must be his first day. He's just like, I don't know what to do. I'm confused.
Well, he sure was ready to talk shit a second ago.
he was.
For 2 seconds. And
Like,
then
it was like, okay, you can already see this. You're commanding officer. This shouldn't be news to you.
yeah, it looked like he didn't know. Oh, that's right. My bad.
I mean, if you're
sir.
if you're gonna be that badass, you might as well follow through. No,
Yep.
bitch, I'm gonna check this shit right here.
I ain't losing my job over
Shit,
you.
this is my first day. Shit, I need this money. Now,
I'm still in training.
now, of course, she gets busted. Boy, I laughed my ass off at this scene right here because we knew that she was gonna get out of it. You know,
had it hemmed up,
stormtroopers are always doing dumb shit.
Yeah.
They always slow on the draw.
Oh, what if it's the helmets?
Yeah, it
you
must-
do talk to one of them. They're like, you try shooting one of these things on.
Yeah,
they never fit right.
They never fit. They can't breathe well. They sweat under there. Brains are frying. You know, who knows, man? They ain't thinking straight. But goddamn, boy, I looked at this and I said, look, I've seen some bad stormtroopers in all these years of Star Wars. We ain't seen nothing but bad stormtroopers. But goddamn, these have got to be the worst stormtroopers. She turned around and pulled some Three Stooges shit on them. She's like, hey, yo. She just started slapping them. Hey, got it, numbskull. Yeah, she just started catfighting them real quick. She had little paws when she started fighting them. Hey, you shut up, you.
Actually, that second hit was a Three Stooges.
Yeah, she just started slapping them. Yeah. Look at this. Get out of here. I'm surprised the other stormtrooper was like, leave him alone. Shut up, you. She grabbed his helmet. What the f*** doing? Hey, wait.
I have to pay for these.
She bitch slapped 2 stormtroopers and took them out like that. Gonna do? Shut up. Hey.
I mean, it does bring up the question: what good is this armor if it can be taken down by just somebody using the heel palm?
I mean, that first stormtrooper went down like she slapped his face.
Right.
Like she
was
felt
push
that.
him. All she do was push him. It's like a basketball.
I do not want to encourage these sexes, these races, these trolls. I do not want to encourage those people at all. But the girl that's been catching some slack, and again, I forgot her name. Moses Ingram.
Moses Ingram, yeah.
You know, I do not want to disrespect her, man, because I've seen her, and I know she's a great actress. But I think this writing here is getting worse, and the worse that it gets, the worse actress she becomes.
That is the Star Wars way.
Yep.
That if they write you bad dialogue, which they often do, it makes you look like a bad actor.
There's only so much you can do with bad dialogue.
Yes.
You look at Ewan McGregor in episode 1.
Yeah.
Yep. No,
I
yeah.
mean, it was like I can't do nothing with this.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess I'll just say this shit.
No one can do
I mean-
anything. I mean, you got to go back and even look at just Star Wars. You know, there was parts, I believe, I heard this Harrison Ford, so I ain't saying this shit.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Oh,
His thing was, George, you can write this shit, but you can't say it.
You say, yeah, exactly, man. I'm just going to make a bold statement right here. Moses Ingram as the Inquisitor Reva, I believe. Reva. God damn it. You always got to follow up. Goddamn Reva. Shit. Shut the again. I think that she's I think she's terrible here. I hate to say that. I don't think it's because of her. But I think the dialogue she's given, the way she's directed to act, I think that she's pretty bad.
We're all on the same side here.
That's okay, right? You said we're all on the same side.
Bitch. Now that was good right there.
I didn't mean for you to take what I said.
Yeah. I'm gonna strangle your little 6-year-old ass.
You know I'm lying, right?
And she's like, yeah, that's why I'm
Exactly.
Now that hand gesture was because I think she's a good actress, but I think her performance here is stiff. I think it's miscast right here, and I think she's bad, man. And I've been saying that she's been good in some of the other episodes.
Yeah, no,
I would say mishandled the dialogue. I'm telling you whether they gave her that dialogue in that one. But I thought she was great in the first episode.
Oh no, I've liked her in every other episode except this one. And yeah, that scene, like you're like, is she supposed to be threatening or is she supposed to be convincing? I'm not sure. And there's what they do with her, and it's not the actress's fault. But later when she's like, all right then, you're gonna be a bitch about this. I'm gonna torture you, and got her like, it's gonna be painful. It's gonna hurt. You better get ready.
Yeah,
better say something. I'm like, all right, I don't want to see a little girl tortured, but are you going to do this shit?
Yeah. Should have gotten the pot. But also, that scene is not shot very well.
Oh, no.
But I'm saying the setup. You can't see her face. You can't. At some point, you ought to be able to see both their faces in the same shot.
Yeah.
And they're both on 3/4, and it's right up on their faces, which is not
probably
really
not helping. Yeah,
that's interesting.
But it's not helping. It's not helping the menacing tone of it. It's not.
No, I'm
sorry.
And I gotta tell you, there are times, and I'm just going to be honest, because I'm supporting this character. There was moments that she was so good, I was giving her, most of the benefit of the doubt right there. But there was parts where I was like, that dialogue is bad, but that's the writing right there. But she's still trying, she's still carrying it. She's doing the best she can, and it ain't cringeworthy yet, but. Right here, it's finally come around to like, okay, I can't defend this no more. She's bad. She's bad. And it's just no, it's nothing against that actress. I'm beginning to think that she's really miscast in this role. And
you going that far? Okay.
Yeah, and I'm going because I see so many other people doing even reading that dialogue, doing probably better with it. But we have 2 more episodes to see. Maybe this will come around. I hope so. I hope so, man. I just think that there's some things that are just downright silly, man. You mean to tell me? So you got all these empire soldiers, man, and lieutenants and whatnot, and they're walking around in these nice, crisp, form-fitting outfits, man. And then you got this damn bum walking around right? And not only that, but look at this, man. He not only is his clothes just baggy and he looks like a hobo, but he's also walking with this damn lump on his side. He looks like he's drunk almost.
Well, I can tell you something else that I noticed is that they are a tight military organization, which means there's a regulation haircut. You don't see anybody else walking around with facial hair.
No beards or anything, yeah.
You know what he looks like? He looks like he's doing exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Little kid on
when people walking around and be like,
hold on, man. Take the little girl out your coat.
Yeah, he looks like a homeless dude walking through there.
But he looks like he's doing exactly what he's doing.
Are they letting us have beards now?
I've had dudes walk up to my car walking the same way. Yeah, asking for $1.
Right.
Yeah, because he looks drunk. He looks hungover.
I ain't got
At least somebody would stop him and be like, "What the f did you do last night?"
or I ain't got no money, man.
Yeah, ain't got
I got nothing for you.
And you mean to tell me no one noticed that this dude was smuggling a little girl on his side? You know what they should have done? At this point, he might as well just put the little girl on his shoulders and put a mustache on. Walk around like this.
Walk around all slow and shit. Like in the cartoons.
And they wobble.
They wobble.
9 feet tall.
Like Huey, Dewey, and Louie and shit.
Are you sure you want to question me? You want to tell your superior that you turned me to shit?
Sorry, ma'am, sir.
Man, ain't nobody saw that tumor on his side over there to think, get the f out of here with that. I didn't like this. Before I go on and talk about some things that I did like, I'm this is something that I don't know if I can just blame Star Wars for. This is just a small pet peeve of mine that I have. The last minute saves, but the last minute saves that happen right after somebody finishes their sentence. They get that sentence out just in time, right before the attack comes.
For nothing.
The thing I didn't like about that is I said, somebody's gonna swoop in right now, and they did.
Well, the way it's all set up with all the stormtroopers,
Yeah.
I knew that was gonna happen. I was like, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah,
Well, you get completely surrounded, but nobody advances.
Right.
Yeah.
They just stand there waiting, like, well,
They're all cocking
well,
their guns.
we know something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So
it's a sloppy
Late
episode,
enough.
man. And it's too bad because there are some small things in there that I liked. Again,
just before you jump on those things you like, I would also say, just to take some of the heat off Moses Ingram with her bad dialogue in that scene. Darth Vader's dialogue was terrible in this too.
oh yeah, his dialogue is always gone. It's always gone from
Like everything that was cool about him in the last episode,
Yeah.
and this one I was like,
Yeah.
all right, now we're back to the old typical.
Well, his dialogue is always kind of brinked on terrible. He's just been able to get by on size and a badass appearance in that damn James Earl Jones voice.
And that you have failed me again.
Yeah,
And like,
yeah.
oh, well, I guess you did do something.
Usually his lines are bad, but it's followed up by something scary or really cool, so people just kind of let it slide. But his dialogue has always been kind of bad. But I tell you what, when he came in, he was so mad they gave him that shaky cam. He had that walk like,
yeah.
when he came, he had that walk like, where that bitch at?
He sure was.
God damn it. Shit, he walked out like he was going into the ring.
He walked in like, well, she did what?
Yeah.
That's true, because usually he stands there in pose and does a little like, "Ooh, if I didn't care."
Yeah.
But this time he rushed in like,
Boy,
get over
they
here.
gave, and what made that effective is they gave him the shaky cam. God
You
damn.
were born. What defeat? I will tolerate your weakness. No longer.
Yeah, man.
She's like, did you have to say it like that? I thought you were gonna tolerate my weakness. Oh, motherfucker!
Right now, she's like,
I know how to speak right.
You have to do this in front of those two.
she's like, I've got to get another job.
Or I can stop with this one,
Which is not gonna happen.
She won't listen to nobody, man.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I know what you got mad about. I don't want to spoil anything.
Oh, we already talking about spoilers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you just like when he's like, normally Vader would, and then he's like,
Yeah.
oh wait, you did something cool. All right, cool.
Oh yeah. No, but everybody else
That's-
is like it's showing him being ruthless, like
Right.
instant.
That's
And
what
with her,
got me.
like just holding on to it. Like this whole episode has a lot of like, I got you now. Ooh, you about to get it. Ooh, you just wait, and then like,
Right, but he doesn't even talk that long.
Yeah.
Right.
He would normally snap her neck
Right.
as he was saying, "I will tolerate your weakness so long."
as
Yeah.
a message to everybody else.
That was
Right.
I am not bullshit.
that was a that right there. That was a bitch. Where's my money? Interest right,
Right,
there.
it sure was.
You were born.
Holding out on me. I know you got something.
You had to go back to the walk
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
He's walking like them shoulders.
Oh, hell yeah.
You see them shoulders?
That fool looked like he was going to the ring.
But yeah.
This is like a boxing match. That motherfucker like he is at Caesar's Palace right now.
That's true.
Yeah, so he walked out. Look at this.
like Roy
Yeah.
Jones Jr.
Yeah. And he got his hype dudes behind him.
Got the Burger King man behind him.
Yeah. Yeah, look at him. Yeah, time for some action.
What defeat?
Or a
Yeah.
pimp, like you said, it's like a pimp too. Like, yeah.
Bitch, I know you holding that on me.
You hold that on me. But yeah.
Some cool things here, man, that I liked. I did like small things where they showed how ruthless they were in killing the Jedis. Like they showed how they spared mercy on no one, men, women, and children. Everybody, I like the way everybody died with the same look.
I know, like-
shit.
Oh, Phil.
Everybody,
they're really doing it.
everybody died with that same look. Oh, y'all ain't around. You know, and they showed how they kid like that's a child right there. They showed these women. It was
That was a creepy scene.
yeah, it was. And I did like, they always Obi-Wan Kenobi, they always show like how seasoned a Jedi he is. He's always doing something kind of cool, like that scene with the window about to crack, and he sealed the water up. Oh, shit. But at the same time, boy, this is why the Empire loses. Just shabby
Fucking
technology.
goddamn, yeah.
Shabby tech, like those doors when they shut, I would imagine they would stay shut, but it just takes about 3 people to spread that shit open.
Right.
Get her out of here. Now this is kind of silly to me.
Yeah, he cannot outrun.
You ain't gonna
Russian
outrun
water.
no tidal wave like that.
Rushing water.
shit like from Day After Tomorrow, where the dude outran the cold air.
Well, not just that, but no, it is that. And the same thing that the doors aren't even closed all the way, and the water's there, and the water went. All right, you won this one.
What's his name? Jake Gyllenhaal ran the air. And looked at. You saw the point of view of the air trying to get his ass. If you notice, maybe I looked at this the wrong way, but no water got into the next room.
That's what I'm saying. He's just as dry.
He shit ain't got a drop.
Like, yeah, they got those doors closed, and none of the water, even like some trickled underneath, and got in.
Not even like a light tropical mist came on him or anything, man.
I thought the water's gonna catch him too, and he
slid in.
Slide in or blow him in, and she closed the door.
Right.
No, that's when I was like, I did go out loud at home. Oh man.
Not a drop. You would at least have some pools.
Would be wet.
Yeah. It would look like, I don't know, like the toilet backed up or something.
Yeah.
But nothing, man.
And you see how easy it is to open those doors, so you know something would have got through.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, that seemed like that water would have just blown those doors right open.
Yeah. What's Ice Cube's kid name?
Shea Jackson.
Yeah, man. I actually thought
just like his.
I know, and I think he's good, man. He wasn't given a lot to do here, and his dialogue wasn't great, but he was all right, man. I thought he was, I always thought he was a good actor, and I think this further proves that he can handle it, man.
You shouldn't be here,
Been taken. I need your help to get her back.
General. I'm sorry, but that's not my problem.
He can't even finish it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm
but
sorry.
Fuck the police.
Yeah. But, I don't even know if his dialogue was that great.
It's not.
It's not okay, but he handled that well,
He
man.
did handle it well.
It wasn't like when they had, what was your guy, Thundercat, who they had?
Thundercat, yeah.
And the other one,
Ooh,
that was terrible.
I mean, he...
It was just so like, you really couldn't hire an actor for that.
Yeah.
That's when they do that shit, though. You know how they do.
Damn, brother, you had like 4 words. Not lying. You had 4 words. You the words up. Shit, you tripped all over me. Shit.
All 4 of them.
Yeah.
So, man, even Kanye was like, God damn.
That's an afternoon of 26 takes, and it's just like,
it was
all
that
right,
much.
we'll just go with one of these.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell y'all, man. I mean, listen, it's enough here to kind of tell you how we feel about this, because.
Billy, you felt
sorry. I
positively
forgot you saw it.
No. See, his thing.
I forgot you saw this. I'm so sorry.
I felt bad about the two of us going on there because you said you liked this episode.
No. I'm forgetting key moments.
Okay.
I'm like, no. Let me back off that statement.
Okay.
I feel more favorably towards than you guys do. But no, I forgot about some of these moments I really didn't like today. But I was rushing to finish all these today. Sure. So it kind of ran together. So yeah, don't point at me. Don't bring it over.
I wasn't going like, hey man, he liked me. I know. I wasn't trying to do that.
Can you believe this asshole like this though? I mean, after everything we said.
I know, Julian.
Listen, I'm gonna be pretty harsh because for one, I'm kind of tired of giving these shows a pass because they're Star Wars. Let's see where it goes. Let's see what they do. What's going to be better. Or what will they be better next time? Boba Fett, I can tell you the thing about Boba Fett. It had their moments, but it was never great, I don't think. And it got consistently bad near the end. And I felt like I kind of let that slide. This showed so much promise. I'm not doing that here, man. For a show that started out so strong, this is not just a matter of, acting, shoddy, details in the plot. I mean, we're talking about, a character that we only have like 3 more episodes to develop here, and we started out with that. Two. We started out strong, and now it just comes to a halt. And this is strong enough to where those things should be held against it harder. This episode, to me, and I don't know how it's gonna work out later, but this episode it's really some old bullshit, man. I'm just not gonna sit up here and just be like, well, it was good, and that was good. I'm gonna see. Nah, man. I can understand if it had some like moments where, okay, that was good, that'll carry this through to like a riddle or something. But I mean, the writing on this was so bad. Right down the dialogue to the moments that we talked about. Walking around where everybody's clean shaven and nice and clean pressed. the water in the hallway.
Yeah.
That's terrible for any show.
Well,
and Star Wars should not be given a pass for that.
Also, at the end, somebody gets killed just because they're doing something stupid. Where it's like, hey, let's go. Well, I'm going to keep firing. It's like, that wasn't the plan.
Yeah.
And so, but I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm done. No.
Okay. For me, this is more painful because because a lot of people have been liking Obi-Wan, but there's been plenty of people complaining about it. And I was like, and I just been like, man, I feel like this show has really been good, especially the last episode. And there's some people who are like, dialogue's so bad, I'm giving up on it. I'm like, hey, no, you're not, because you stuck around this long.
Right.
But I was like, what do y'all want? I mean, there's always that, well, it's not Better Call Saul. Okay, everything can't be Better Call Saul. But for a sci-fi action movie that's on television, especially Star Wars, I think this is pretty good. And now this is that episode where I have to eat my words and go like, all right, now I feel like you guys do. Or maybe it's been there and I just didn't see it. I don't think so. With only 6 episodes and this being the 4th one, which is kind of a turning point, there's just no time for filler because it means they got to rush whatever comes to the next 2.
Yeah.
And it won't have that smooth, well-developed ending. And it's really too bad. I mean, maybe they'll pull it together, but I don't know how they can do it if these are only going to be 30 or 40 minutes long.
Yeah. Except that we gave our reasons for it very clearly and in detail why we didn't like this, and quit saying like, well, you just want to be like something else, or you're trying to destroy this, or you never like it. I think we made I'm laughing at something, but we made very, very clear reasons why this episode is not that good or good at all. I mean, and by the way, I've been supportive when episodes are good.
You're upset because everything else up to this point was so good. Mm-hmm. You're hoping it doesn't just keep on that. You're hoping it doesn't taper off or go down.
Yeah,
you've made that point several times, and so have you, Martin.
Yeah. The only thing I want it to be like is like it's been.
Yeah. Say you disagree because that's fine. I'm not going to argue with you why you like it. Good. But I'm not. But I'm not going to argue. But if you give me good reasons why you like it, then that's you. But if we laid out clearly why we don't like it, don't be that kind of hardcore fan was like, well, y'all just you don't understand. You want to be like this and be like, hey, I got nothing to do with Star Wars. This is shoddy writing and worse execution. So come on, y'all.
The thing it has to do with Star Wars is you expect it better than that. You expect more out of that. And the thing is, I'm a little more magnanimous about it just because this is the first and only Star Wars Disney Plus show I've actually liked. So I don't feel... I'm not as like, oh man, it's got to be good. It's just like, okay, I ended up liking this. And, I mean, not my favorite episode, obviously, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm at least liking it. Because the other ones I just did not like.
And I mean, this is not me convincing anybody not to like it. I don't care if you like it because you just are a Star Wars cult follower, or you genuinely liked it because you found things that you can sit back and back up and say this was good, that was good, whatever your reason is. And please enjoy it. That's what it's there for. If you enjoy it, that's what it's meant for you.
Yeah, I almost don't like talking bad about stuff because I don't want to ruin somebody else's enjoyment.
Well, you're not gonna ruin them. I mean, you got an opinion just like anybody else. Those people are gonna like it no matter what you say.
And it shouldn't ruin anybody's experience. Because if when you say messes up somebody who's watching it, then you didn't like it that much to begin with. If what you say can mess that up.
Well, some people they want to hear positive things because they want reinforcement for their great feelings, and I get that. But hey, man, everybody got their opinions. We just got to accept that. Listen, I have some prejudices on why I think you do like it, but I'm not going to say that to you because, hey, that's your thing. But let me just say this. I hope it's going to be better. I want to like this, and I liked where it was going.
Nobody wants to watch this.
This didn't hit. This crashed and burned into a wall. There's bodies splattered all over the surface, man.
But it was dry. It wasn't no water.
For where it dropped us off, we kind of didn't need this.
No, we did not.
Like if it all came down to I put a tracker on him, that could have been done with the last episode.
That could have
so much of this.
But they had like it was such a reveal too. Oh, is that a little droid?
I know.
What else would it be? That's what I was like. I mean, don't act like you just showed me some shit.
I know.
You ain't show me nothing. That's exactly what I thought it was gonna be.
Oh,
you keep showing a little droid every chance you get.
Right.
To you.
Yeah.
Well, especially the fact that at the very end, and it looks around almost like shifty-eyed.
It looked around like a snitch.
Yeah.
That's what like a little bitch ass snitch. I'm gonna tell.
Yeah. You know, fucking about this? It's like, all right, you gotta go now, man.
Yeah, people. Yeah. It was and like I said, I think the biggest crime, and I'll close with this, is that you were doing so well. This is about a character, and you focused on that character. And now you just put a filler episode in where you have so much more to explore with this character, and plus you got 2 more episodes that we have to go.
Yeah, only 2.
Only 2. I'm sorry. This is this is awful to me, man. I'm not going to defend it anymore because I don't want to piss off Star Wars fans. That's something I've always been guilty of doing because I know how hardcore they are, and I've always been accused of like, well, it ain't your Star Wars. That's why you don't like the prequels and all that. Well, I'm tired of all that shit, man. The last Star Wars movie that came out, some bullshit, and this is bullshit too. So, in my humble opinion,
it's funny to say with the prequels though. That was a long time ago, so that kind of is your Star Wars that you're allowed to hate. The prequels came out 30 years ago.
Yeah, so that's mine too. Yeah. Give me your shit.
Not 30 years, but it was a while.
Yeah.
20-something years ago.
All right.